this was the place for me to be, in order to get my life back together.
Since they opened this place right here, I got hope. You know, I got a meal, and they help you get a job.
I think clients would say there is a program here, a group of people who want to support us as we go through the process.
A journey starts here. It's not a journey taken by train or car or bus. It's a journey of the spirit taken by people in need. A journey to a place where hunger is fed and jobs are found, where the wounds of life are healed, where hopes and dreams are restored. Welcome to the Our Daily Bread Employment Center.
Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight.
This Catholic Charities facility opened in 2007 to provide an array of life-changing resources, fighting hunger, unemployment, and homelessness, all with one goal: self-sufficiency, all under one roof. Every day, through a family of 80 programs across the state of Maryland, Catholic Charities cares for people in need, cherishing the divine within each and every one of them. With Our Daily Bread Employment Center being the most ambitious and innovative effort in an area of critical needs. 4 Catholic Charities programs are housed at this center. Our Daily Bread, which provides hot, nutritious meals every day of the year, Catholic Charities Employment Services, which provides job placement and job retention services, Christopher Place Employment Academy, an 18-month residential employment program for homeless men, and the Maryland Reentry Partnership, a community-based case management program that helps ex-offenders make the transition from prison back into their communities. Food, work, shelter, community. The center doesn't simply deliver services, it provides the basics for the journey to hope.
When the doors open at Our Daily Bread, clients receive more than food. They receive nourishment for the soul. For many clients, this may be the first time in a week or a month that someone smiles at them, says hello, treats them with dignity and respect.
You really get to see the face of God in each person that you serve.
We serve 700 people every day, 7 days a week, and there are a variety of individuals who eat here in the dining hall.
We treat it like human beings, you know, because it's not that often that you're treated like a human being. You know, if they see you out there on the street, like I sleep in the park, you know, and people treat you like you got a disease or something. Here they speak to you, they bring your food to you, you know, it makes you feel good.
Honestly, you know, when you see so many people saying nice and really willing to help you, in your mind you're thinking, man, it's a catch to this. They want something.
We have the most amazing group of volunteers who work in this center.
It's my pleasure, believe me, it's a blessing.
Every single volunteer who works in this facility has a great amount of care, concern, and love that they show every day to the clients that we serve.
Just the warmth, the love, the compassion they had for people, and I really like that.
Cooking is my way of showing love.
After a client eats in the dining hall, they exit the dining room into the hallway, and at this point they meet Celeste Grant, who is one of our staff members who is able to give information about the services that are provided here at the Our Daily Bread Employment Center.
After I ate lunch, I was on my way out, and a young lady downstairs asked me was I interested in the program. But it was just her personality and her attitude and her smile and her glow is what drew me in, you know. And it was like, that's what I wanted back in my life, was what she had. I wanted that back in my life. The good attitude, my self-esteem, and, you know, and just change, you know, and that was the starting point.
All the staff and volunteers who work at the Our Daily Bread Employment Center are primarily concerned with developing a relationship with the client, because we really believe that we can provide all the services in the world, but if there's not that trusting kind of relationship, if clients don't really understand that we are here to help when they're ready, and that we will provide them the avenue, the forum, the tools to make the change, then there will be no change. Many of the men who come here to the Center for Services are homeless. So the Christopher Place Employment Academy is a great program for them to become a part of. It's a residential program for 3 months that helps provide a structured environment to get their life back on track.
Well, coming in and just seeing the building itself turned on a light switch for me. And once I got upstairs to the dorms and seen how they was set up and everything, I was just like, wow, you know, here's an opportunity for me, a chance to get my life together.
Christopher Place provides structured environment, provides classes where men can learn to change, do things differently so that they can come out on the other side being employable, being men who can contribute to the community, can take responsibility for their children, can re-engage and re-engage with their families and friends, and then become productive community members and citizens.
I'm gonna tell you something. I had a judge tell me the only reason I'm giving you this sentence is because you're irreversible. You cannot change. I've been out of prison 7 years, I've been working 7 years, I've been clean 10 years, and if God gives me another 10 years, I'll be clean and drug-free and prison-free for the next 10 years. You know why? Because I know who I am, I know where I want to go at in life, and I got people just like y'all every day reminding me that I got something else to do besides standing on a corner begging for nickels and dimes.
The Christopher Place Employment Program has 100% placement of men who actually finish the program. 100% of those men are placed in a job. We have about 75 to 80% of the men are still working after a year of employment. That is actually very good compared to the national norm of about 55%.
You know, sometimes I don't like to think about it, but then that's good to think about, because without this place, who's to say where I would have been? I possibly would have went back to drug selling. Then that would have only led me back to the addiction side of using the drugs. Then that would have led me back to keeping the guns in my hand. That would have led me back to just manipulating, using people to my advantage. And I probably would have stayed homeless, constantly in jail. You know, it's jails, institutions, or death.
In Eddie's case, while he was in prison, he was introduced to the Maryland Reentry Partnership. That program allowed him to know what the resources would be at his disposal when he left prison. Individuals are able to get assistance with finding a place to live, with getting addiction treatment, because most of them need addiction treatment, with getting a job. Therefore, they are able to make a successful reentry into the community.
I used to be a drug dealer. I used to use drugs. I got caught with handguns. I mean, I was just lost in the delusional reality that that's what man supposed to do. So I came here and I talked to Pete Duncan, which is the reentry program, and he was like, well, I'll get you in a place. But then I was like, well, what about Christopher Place? He said, oh, that's here. So he got me in here the very next day. So that was my blessing from God right there.
Food, work, shelter, community. The center provides the essential services for people in need. And something else, equally important, the human touch. Staffers and volunteers ready to help, treating clients with the dignity and respect they deserve. People helping people.
Without people, the commitment of people, the human nature of people, the human willingness of people, the spirit of people, whether it be a volunteer, a staff member, working together, it won't happen, it can't happen.
And the program here at Christopher's Place has restored me back to who I really am and the person that God intended me to be.
My life is Great. I mean, it couldn't be no better for this day, but it's getting better every day.
And I look at it as, you know, a place that has closed one chapter of my life and opened up a new beginning for me. Because without it, I probably would be dead.
For those who are ready, the Our Daily Bread Employment Center is ready to help, and it's working. You can see it in the faces. Every day, the center makes a difference, and you can too.
Great experience.
Your donation, your time as a volunteer, whatever you can give, the journey to hope starts here for all of us.